For Chapter 7 in the preview, it talks about two main points. The first one is that if there are two variables that are correlated, the description of these two variables can lead to a prediction. And then also it talks about the regression towards the mean, which occurs over time to extreme observations. For 7.1, it talks about a correlation analysis between sent greeting cards and received greeting cards, and these friends suggest that this is in a positive relationship, and the other friend, Emma, who likes to receive greeting cards, asks you to predict how many cards she will receive, assuming that she plans on sending 11 cards. So from this information, you could do two things. The first thing would be predict a relatively large number based on the idea that this is a positive relationship, and since she's sending 11 greeting cards, she will get a relatively high number as well. Or you can predict 14 to 18 cards, because you will find the area of the other plotted points that you do and find that area of overlap between sent and received and see where Emma's number falls in line. For section 7.2, it talks about a regression line, and for our instance in the sent and received, it is a linear relationship because it is not curved in this instance, and curved would be as the number increases, it will rise, hit a peak, and then fall back down, which it does not do. For the placement of the line, you want the line to go through the main cluster of dots if they all don't perfectly line up. So you want as many dots as you can touching, then not. So for the predictive error, you use solid dots as the actual number of cards received, and then if those solid dots don't land on the line, you put an open dot on the line, which is like the predicted number of cards, and the open dot always falls on the regression line. The total predictive error is smaller for the total for all predictive errors. The more favorable will be the prognosis of the prediction. So we want the smallest amount of error. You want the regression line to be in a position that minimizes that total predictive error. So this will have not as many discrepancies between the solid and open dots. For section 7.3, this talks about the least squared regression line, and this is a placement of the regression line that minimizes the total predictive error by adding the positive and negative number, but you use the total squared predictive area. This is the least squared regression line.